Hey guys, Eric here. I just want to give you a couple tips to using ClickBank, and I think it's important to note that especially in these sort of uncertain times, people do make bad decisions, and what I mean by that is sometimes not making any decision at all, right? So you still have to take action on what you're doing, and regardless of what's going on in the world, life doesn't stop, right? So this is sort of a financial survival guide in helping you in the right direction if you want to experiment or get more involved with ClickBank. Of course, you don't have to. You can apply these tips to a lot of other affiliate type programs as well. So if you take control, well, there's no doubt that you will have better direction, but you got to have a plan, right? You always have to have a plan. So in looking at ClickBank, our focus is going to be an evergreen niche. What is evergreen? Well, basically these are sort of niches that never go out of date. And you could really create a pretty good financial nest egg with a lot of these types of niches if you find the right one. Now you have to consider that sometimes products don't last forever. But if you stay within that niche, there's a good chance, especially if that product sticks around for a while, that you could do really well. And what are they? Health, wealth, and fitness. And it really makes a lot of sense because those three niches right there involve so much. And there's tons of things that you could base off those, and micro niches off those as well. So let's talk about health, and let's talk about specifically relationships. Let me scroll this down a little bit. Now this might be kind of hard to see here, but again, I've got health down. That is definitely one of the evergreen niches, and we're picking that from ClickBank, and we're specifically going for relationships. Now, when you're going to ClickBank, you're going to see different stats at the bottom. Pay attention to the gravity one. You'll notice that's the number of affiliates who have actually sold the vendor's product in the last 12 weeks. So it's just important to note and look at ones that have a good amount of gravity. But I also wanted to mention too, look at the sales pages. If they don't have a good sales page, you may want to just move on. So if you look at the X Factor guide, this one has a lot of gravity. If you look at that one on ClickBank, it's considered the #1 X Factor product on ClickBank. So whether a man, whether a woman are looking to get back with the X, this is just sort of a guide on how to get back with them. We want to use things that revolve around relationships then, right? Now keep in mind, I've never actually worked with the X Factor product, but it's a pretty good assumption that anything that I'm working with here is going to deal with something that maybe can relate to it, and maybe can help sell the product itself. Now again, mind mapping, it's basically just a good way to sort of map out your ideas. So I put the main thing in the middle, which is relationships, and I know it's one word, and I have horrible handwriting, but it's relationships is the main thing right there. Now we can branch off of those things. So maybe here, forgetting dates, specifically birthdays, anniversaries, and again, if you forget these, you will be in big trouble, even if you're married, right? Maybe you're not vocal enough. Somebody's not opening up. Maybe they lose sight of sharing their actual feelings. Mind mapping helps you to sort of map out these kind of things. Lack of understanding, conscious of other feelings, listening more. So mind mapping in a sense is going to help you come up with certain topics or things that you could talk about based on the product that you're going to sell. So mind mapping is a great technique to use. Now after you've been done sort of mind mapping and getting some ideas out there, and again this takes a little bit of time and effort, you're going to want to create a Facebook page specifically for that. Do not use your personal page to advertise a ClickBank product, right? So when you create your Facebook page, think about the keywords, because keywords are going to be key for what? SEO. So for example, you might want to call your page relationship tips, maybe X-back. You know, certain words are going to stick out and they're going to be related to that topic. Those are the words you're going to want to use. You're going to want to use sites like Canva to customize your pick with that post. Don't just post text. Don't just post a topic. Use visual aids to help you out in setting up your business page. Alright, so you're going to want to focus on certain resources that are going to help you also when coming up with topics for your Facebook page when you want to post something. So you might want to look at Google Trends. Going to Google Trends, mostly it's going to deal with the popularity of a search term, and that's going to help you out. BuzzSumo, this is a great one right here. That will help you to create content ideas based on the popularity of the topic. And Quora is a great question and answer site, and that kind of helps to understand what people have questions about. And you could also go to even Yahoo Answers if you want to. So knowing the resource is going to help out. So again, knowing to mind map, use these Facebook pages to promote whatever the product is, even form a group, and then use these resources for a ClickBank product to really get the name out there more. And again, this is really the organic way to do it. I hope this stuff helps you guys out. Thanks.